My name is Takuma Yaguchi. I work in the sales department of an IT company, and I have a girlfriend named Haruka Suzuki, who I've been dating for 6 months after meeting at work.
Takuma, over here!
Sorry for keeping you waiting, Haruka.
It's fine, I'm just happy to see you.
We see each other at work every day. I spent these past 6 months happily with Haruka. Before we started dating, she worked in the general affairs department, and since we were in different departments, we hardly ever spoke. But one day, Haruka confessed to me. I was surprised but happy. Haruka?
Sorry, just got a message from a friend.
I see. But recently, Haruka's behavior has been strange. She's always texting someone and seems distracted. Could she be cheating on me? No way. While I was holding these anxieties, I was suddenly called out by Haruka one day. Phenomenous feeling, I went to our meeting spot only to find. Why is Yoko here?
Hello, Yaguchi.
For some reason, my subordinate, Yoko Yudai, was standing next to Haruka. Yoko was barely competent at work, but he was good looking. As his trainer, I remember how he constantly disrespected me. Honestly, he's the type I really can't stand. But why are Haruka and Yoko together? They shouldn't have had much contact since they were in different departments. While I was confused by Yoko's smirking presence next to Haruka, she looked at me and heaved a dramatic sigh.
I'm tired of Takuma.
Tired? All of a sudden?
You're so dull and boring.
I'm dull and boring?
That's why I'm going with Yoko now. See you, Takuma.
What an incredibly sudden bombshell. Being dumped by my girlfriend so abruptly. All I could do was stand there in shock. Watching me, Yoko wore a triumphant smile.
Man, you're even more dull than your own subordinate.
Yudai, don't be so mean. Poor Takuma.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, Yaguchi, I'll make Haruka happy.
Laughing loudly, Yoko put his arm around Haruka's shoulder and quickly left the room with her, leaving me behind. Being betrayed and mocked by them both, all I could do was stand there stunned. After that, I was looked down upon by both Haruka and Yoko at work.
Hey, did you hear? Yaguchi got dumped by Suzuki, and she was stolen by Yoko.
Getting your girlfriend stolen by your junior? How pathetic.
I mean, how did Yaguchi even manage to date Suzuki in the first place? Suzuki said she was miserable when she was dating Yaguchi.
Everyone's gossiping about me. Never expected being dumped by Haruka would spread so widely. Unlike my unremarkable self, Haruka and Yoko had strong presences at work. Their contemptuous behavior towards me spread everywhere, causing even my colleagues to look down on me, making my work life uncomfortable. And 6 months later, Haruka and Yoko were having a lively drinking party at a bar.
Congratulations on your marriage registration, Yoko.
Thanks, everyone. I'm happy you're all celebrating with us.
And I got promoted to section chief too. I'm gonna keep climbing that corporate ladder.
Yuda, you're so cool. I'm glad I chose you instead of that loser.
Suddenly, loud applause and cheering erupted from the next table.
Congratulations, Yaguchi!
Congratulations, Takuma. Getting promoted so quickly is amazing.
Thank you all. I'm really happy to be celebrated by everyone. Hearing a familiar name, Haruka and Yoko looked at each other.
What? Yaguchi?
And did they just say Takuma?
They hurriedly peeked into the next room, where their eyes met with me, who was bashfully smiling at the celebration.
Takuma!
Oh, if it isn't Haruka and Yoko, long time no see.
Why are you here?
Why? It's a company drinking party.
Not just any party, it's to celebrate Yaguchi's promotion to department head.
Promotion?
Next to the shocked Yoko, Haruka was staring at me intensely.
Takuma's wearing an expensive suit?
What? That's what you're worried about?
Wait, what's going on? Takuma was dull and didn't have any money, and you left your previous company like a loser, didn't you?
Loser? That's quite harsh, Haruka. True, I quit the previous company right after that, but... After Haruka dumped me, because both she and Yoko treated me coldly at work, I felt uncomfortable and quickly changed jobs. Congratulations on your marriage registration. So, Yoko got promoted to section chief?
How did you know that?
Just as your conversation was audible to us, we could hear yours too. As I responded with a confused smile, both Yoko and Haruka glared at me sharply. They seemed quite displeased that I was wearing an expensive suit.
That's right, we're getting married, and Yoko got promoted. I heard you got promoted too, Takuma, but it's probably just to assistant manager or something, right?
Compared to that, I'm a section chief. Even when Yaguchi was at her previous company, he always worked diligently but never achieved much. It was really pathetic to watch.
But Yudai cleverly worked his way up and quickly became section chief. He's so different from the dull Takuma.
Smirking, Haruka and Yoko went to greet my current colleagues.
Oh, we're Takuma's former co-workers. He wasn't doing well at our previous company, so he ran away to your company, right?
He must have it tough, taking in someone who is such a burden at her company.
However, my colleagues who had been listening to their nasty comments of blank expressions finally spoke up.
What are you talking about? What? You mentioned something about his position, but Yaguchi's a department manager now. Department manager?
Haruka and Yoko were dumbfounded by my colleagues' words. My co-workers exchanged looks and smiled wryly.
I can see why Yaguchi didn't do well in your company.
Yeah, dealing with people who can't understand such basic things.
What do you mean?
Yaguchi's talented. What do you mean Yaguchi is talented?
Where to begin? Yaguchi is diligent, hardworking, never make mistakes, has brilliant ideas.
He handles clients' relationships well and quickly brings in new business. I want to learn from him.
His teaching skills are excellent too. Even though I'm his senior, Yaguchi has much more knowledge.
Hey, you're embarrassing me with all this praise. I could only look down sheepishly as my colleagues showered me with compliments.
I never heard Yaguchi being praised like this before.
So Takuma got a position with authority and both his status and salary increased?
What? Haruka? Right after that, while Yoko was still in shock, Haruka's eyes lit up. In the next moment, she had rushed to my side and clung to my arm.
Takuma, I'm sorry I was mean to you before.
Haruka, what are you doing?
I was just trying to get your attention, so I pretended to like someone else.
Haruka says this with her cheeks blushing. Behind her, Yoko screamed in disbelief.
Hey, what are you saying, Haruka? We're dating with marriage in mind.
The one I really love is Takuma. I don't know anything about you, so Takuma, let's get married.
Today's your engagement celebration.
Apparently, Haruka suddenly wanted to get back together with me after learning that I had transferred to a better company and got in a higher position than Yoko. This is too much, Haruka. While frozen in shock at her complete reversal, I looked at Yoko, who wore an end-of-the-world expression. Feeling sorry for him, I firmly told Haruka. Marriage with you is impossible, Haruka.
Why? Have you come to hate me? We used to get along so well.
No, that's not it. I'm already married.
What? Takuma's married?
Yeah, look. I showed my left ring finger with its wedding ring to Haruka, who had been putting on a crying act. She immediately turned pale.
That's a lie. It's only been half a year since you left the company.
Haruka panicked and clung to me even more.
Huh, that's just a pear ring, not a wedding ring. You haven't got married, you just got a girlfriend. Don't be so misleading.
No, that's not it.
But that's fine. I thought you hated me, so you started dating another woman, right? You can break up with her right away and date me again.
Haruka, were you always like this? At Haruka's incredibly one-sided behavior going into overdrive, I inadvertently backed away in fear. Just then, a hand tapped my shoulder. A hand wearing the same ring as mine.
He's my husband, so could you please stop clinging to him? What?
Kane! Smiling next to me but emanating a slightly dark aura of anger was Kane Arasaki. She's my boss at my new workplace and the person I recently married. While she looks like a gentle beauty, when she gets angry, she's truly terrifying.
I've been quietly watching, but what's going on here? Touching someone else's husband and saying such nonsensical things. What about you? Getting married to someone else's boyfriend?
I'm not your boyfriend anymore. You said it yourself, remember? That you were tired of me, that you were going to date Yoko.
That was just in the heat of the moment.
When Haruka started mumbling awkwardly, Kane stared at her intently.
You know, I was attracted to Takuma because he's serious about his work and has integrity as a person, but what attracted you to him? Well...
Was I really that unremarkable to you, Haruka? Though I think I now understand why you confessed to me back then. While Haruka was turning blue and stammering, I said with a mix of emotions. Because of you, Haruka, I became distrustful of women.
What? How? What did I do?
Are you seriously asking that? Anyway, I couldn't trust women anymore. At first, I kept rejecting Kane when she tried to talk to me. But when I saw how she worked, I thought, this person could be trusted. I looked slowly at Kane. Kane is honest about both work and people, always considerate and always thinks about others. You're a kind person. Once I realized that, I wanted to get closer to you.
When Takuma worked hard to open up to me, I was really happy.
Thanks to Kane's thoughtful approach, I was able to overcome my distrust of women. And so we built mutual trust, started dating, and had a speedy marriage.
No, to think Takuma really got married!
This time, apparently frustrated even more. Haruka suddenly jumped away from me and sat down next to the shell-shocked Yoko.
Fine, I'm gonna be happy with you, Dai.
Quick change of heart, huh?
Hey, Haruka! Do you really want to get married to me?
Of course!
How does her attitude change like this? Haruka folded her arms next to a pale Yoko and looked at me and Kane with pride.
We're gonna have a special wedding too, you know? Our ceremony will be a popular D hotel in the city.
What? D Hotel? Was that place really that popular?
Who knows?
Then my colleagues exchanged glances again and said,
Yaguchi and Kanai's wedding was at T Hotel, wasn't it? It was amazing. I never seen such a stylish and refined wedding ceremony.
T Hotel? That's an ultra luxury hotel. How can Takuma have a wedding at such a place?
well, both Kane and I earn decent salaries.
Naturally dropping a flex.
No, just stating facts.
And we're going to ease you on our honeymoon.
Yaguchi and his wife went to France, right?
Yes, it was fun, wasn't it, Takuma?
It was Kane. The photo we took at the top of Eiffel Tower is still my phone wallpaper. Look!
Wow, what a great photo!
France? I've never even been to Europe.
Haruka and Yoko seemed to be trying to one-up me because of my marriage. Each attempt was immediately shot down by my colleagues. My new colleagues are really quick on their feet.
Yaguchi got promoted to section manager right after marrying Kanai. Even though he was mid-career, he immediately brought in major deals after joining. Always succeeds in negotiations and is great at managing things. It's a rapid rise.
Even the director has high hopes for you, Yaguchi.
Thank you. I'll keep working hard.
You'll be fine, Takuma. You're always dedicated to your work, so you'll continue to be recognized.
I was delighted by Kane looking at me with respect and trust. Then, apparently quite shocked by everyone praising me, Yoko, who had been staring at me in amazement, turned bright red and said,
Heh, must not be much of a company. Becoming a department manager at such a place isn't anything special.
Yoko laughs at me, looking at me like I'm a fool.
Hey, that's enough.
Just as Kane was about to snap at Yoko. Sorry for the wait! Several male employees arrived late to our drinking party. President, department head, thank you for coming.
What? President?
The ones who came to the drinking party were the president and department head of my company.
Wait, I recognize him!
That's the president of S Corporation, which is way bigger than our company.
The company I transferred to after leaving my previous job was a major corporation and comparable to my former workplace. We're here to celebrate our ace's promotion. Yaguchi, we continue to have high expectations for your work. Thank you, President. I work even harder to meet those expectations.
He's even being praised by the president!
No way, but it's Yaguchi!
Completely pale, Haruka and Yoko sat formally and whispered to each other. My colleagues looked at them with exasperation and said,
The company where Yaguchi used to work was D Corporation with its small number of employees, right?
Yeah, and I heard they're close to bankruptcy recently. The executives started other businesses, and neither the company nor the employees have any motivation. That's the rumor. They'll probably go bankrupt at this rate.
What? Our company's going bankrupt?
They probably managed to keep going because Yaguchi was there. When he transferred to our company, the past results he showed us were impressive. It's unbelievable that his previous company didn't appreciate him.
D Corporation must be regretting losing Yaguchi, their golden goose.
What? Was Yaguchi really that good?
as my colleagues chatted while drinking, Haruka and Yoko, and even the former colleagues who had been eavesdropping, turned pale.
Then I want to transfer to Yaguchi's company too!
What? Me too, then!
Haruka and Yoko, who had seemed to have panicked hearing all of this, suddenly blurted out such things. But Kanae calmly replied,
Our company isn't easy to get into.
What? And how did Yaguchi manage to transfer there? Did he use connections?
No, I didn't use any connections. I probably took the mid-career recruitment exam and got in.
But how could Yaguchi, who never stood out at work, be standing out now?
Standing out doesn't matter. Even if you stand out, it's meaningless if you can't do the work properly. When I told Yoko this matter-of-factly, just like when I was his trainer, he couldn't say a word and just averted his eyes from me, sweating profusely. After that...
What are you gonna do about this? I chose Yoko over the dual work-obsessed Takuma because he said he would get promoted faster than you. But you never got promoted, and when you finally got a position, it was just section chief. This isn't what I signed up for.
I'm shocked too. I didn't expect Yaguchi to be more successful than me. And you trying to switch back to him as soon as you found out. Weren't you saying all this time that you were marrying me because you loved me so much?
After the drinking party, Haruka and Yoko apparently had a huge fight and broke up, in front of my stunned colleagues. Actually, they had been lying that they broke up because of infidelity, but at the drinking party, it was revealed that Haruka had actually dumped me one-sidedly.
I can't believe Suzuki had such a horrible personality.
But they both looked down on Yaguchi and were awful, weren't they?
Because of their behavior at the drinking party, both Haruka and Yoko completely lost their place at work. They hurriedly tried to change jobs afterwards, but because they hadn't been serious about their work until then, they had no achievements and struggled to find new positions. In the end, they ended up at companies with even worse conditions than before. Yaguchi, the client was very pleased again this time. They want to work with us on their next project too, and they specifically requested you as the person in charge. Thank you, President. I'll do my best. After that, I continued to raise my evaluation at a company that properly recognizes their employees' efforts, and I'm enjoying fulfilling work.
Hey, Takuma, shall we go on a date tonight to celebrate you being praised?
What? Thanks, Kane. I'll work hard to finish up here quickly. Now, I'm living happy days with a wife I can respect and colleagues I can trust.
Isn't that lovely? Like and subscribe for more videos. See you again!